scary times we live in when you think about it.
Man, it's exciting to me, man.
Bro, why do you say that?
Because the book of Revelations talk about this, man. It talks about the mark that's in the head, Neuralink.
Right.
Or that's in your, it's talk about the mark on the hand, your cell phone.
Right.
Or talk about the mark that's in the head, Neuralink, which Elon Musk is doing.
Right.
They talk about the 144,000, which is a frequency, a resonant frequency that if melanated people vibrate to melanopsin and leptin, which is these melanin receptors, will ignite. The sustentia nigra, or these 12 melanated clusters in your brain, will crucify, and then you become the Messiah. You become the Christ consciousness. And we're going to be able to do some things, man. Like, all of these movies are documentaries, man. When you start looking into all these movies and stuff, remember the movie or the series where they all got sickle cells?
Yes.
But the sickle cells gave them unique powers and abilities.
Yeah.
And then if you look at 99% of sickle cell people is all melanated beings.
Yes.
It's only like a 0.10% outside of that that's of another species. All of it is talking about black people, man.
Crazy.
We are unlocking our junk DNA at a very, very fast rate, man. And I think God, the creator, now the big guy, not the little guy like us, but the big guy, or who I call El Elyon, Yahweh, is now unlocking our DNA for we can be able to keep up with AI, for we can go to war with it.
In the Hopi prophecy, it talks about a time where we're leaving and exiting the fourth world and heading into the fifth, which is exactly where we are right now, coming into this age of Aquarius, the very beginning of the age of Aquarius. And that this sign in the sky will be a harbinger to remind mankind that we will be responsible and pay the consequences of our choices. That's an amazing statement to come from indigenous tribe going back thousands of years. I recognize this could be the sign in the sky that the ancients had been talking about for millennia. You know, this three-eye atlas too, the red and blue kachina of the Hopi prophecy. They knew that this particular object will be seen in the sky. They recognized its meaning and its symbolism for moving into a new age. And according to the prophecy, mankind now has a choice before itself, is to move into this new age, understanding what's happened in the past and making better decisions to usher in a brand new, cleaner and better future in synchronicity with ourselves and the earth, or to go the opposite way and make the wrong decision and go against the earth and against our own humanity. And then we'd have to pay the price and pay our dues for that. If we go down that road, that we will not be allowed to enter into the fifth world. Isn't that amazing? And we're moving into a brand new age where we're shifting back and moving back towards that golden age frequency. Right now we're in, I approximate, the Tetra Yuga, which is the beginning stages of the Silver Age, where things are gonna really begin to shift. Technology and advancements are gonna enhance mankind and give us longevity like we've never seen before. If we make the right decisions, if we come together and love one another the right way, if we work along with our new intelligent partners called AI and automation, by then they'll be called AGI and ASI, artificial superintelligence and artificial general intelligence. If we work in collaboration with them and not against them, we'll move into a golden age faster than you can blink an eye. It's really up to how we work with that, how we utilize it to solve problems and bring solutions to the world, and not utilize it to dominate or put our boot on the necks of other people.
That reminds me of the Mayan calendar, how it said in like everybody in 2012 was saying that the Mayan calendar was ended in 2012, but then some people started saying that, oh, the time is fucked up. So the way it looks on the Mayan calendar, it didn't happen yet. It's supposed to happen in 2020 and blah, 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 blah. The dates get pushed back. It's kind of like the same thing as the second coming. Everybody's like, Jesus is coming. Or did you see like last year, I think in like February or something? No, not February. Last year in like September, I think it was like September, October, November, somewhere around there, they were saying Jesus was coming back and the rapture was coming. And we always get these things where it's like, oh, this new thing is happening, or this ancient prophecy is going to be fulfilled. I'm not so sure about that, but you know, to each his own. I do think, like I said, that we are in a new age and that information is going to start coming a lot faster, especially with AI and the things that are happening. Also, I think the truth is going to be revealed and everybody is going to be set to where they need to be. But I don't subscribe to like the actual age of Aquarius thing, but I do think that we are in it's been a shift in the world to where like you niggas have done too much. Everybody's finna pay for what you've done. You know what I mean? Everybody's finna pay for what they've done. And I could just feel it. I don't know why, but I feel it in my heart. But let's keep going.
Jesus Christ said in Luke 22:10, when you see the man. Now let's take a look at what he said so that we get an idea. when you see the man carrying, that's the man carrying the pitcher of water. Okay. Now that's Aquarius. Don't think Jesus didn't know what he's talking about. He sure did. He's talking about this age right now. So that's now. Okay. When you see the man carrying the pitcher of water, this is Luke 22:10. He says, enter into the house, and the house is you. Enter into yourself. Go to the upper room, and the upper room is your higher consciousness. And he said, there you will be fed by him. That's where you'll have the Passover, in the upper room. And so now we understand, as we realize the movement of these tremendous universal things that God has created, that Jesus was talking about the man with the pitcher of water, which is the Christ, pouring out. Don't you remember it says? What's it say in the Bible? I will pour out my Spirit upon you. What I'm trying to get through to you is that God has created in the universe a blueprint of life, a blueprint of the movement of the universe, a blueprint of what life is all about and how to overcome that which is the evil and that which is oppressive and rise up to that which is heavenly. What's going to happen is that, according to the Institute in France, in the year 2010, this Aquarian age is going to peak, the year 2010. And basically what the age of Aquarius is the constellation of the planet Uranus, Uranus. That is called the Son of Heaven or the God of Heaven. Now just think, the Christ is supposed to return, split the eastern sky, and cast down Satan into prison. Isn't it interesting that Uranus gave birth to Saturn, and Saturn overthrew Uranus, and then was cast out of heaven by the son of Uranus? Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the mythology of the constellations, the stars, and the...
I've tried posting this video 3 times, and this app keeps taking it down. So let's try it again. The age of Aquarius is not and will not be everything that you have been taught that it is. You have been led to believe that it will be a golden age for humanity, but that is far from the truth. The ones at the top, the ones that pull the strings, have orchestrated this narrative so that you stay ignorant, complacent, and oppressed. But I am not a gatekeeper of knowledge and information. I'm going to tell you the truth. In order for you to understand what is to come in the age of Aquarius, you must first understand what has happened in the age of Pisces. When it comes to these cosmic ages in astrology, it is never just one zodiac sign, because astrology works on an axis. We weren't just in the age of Pisces, we were in the age of Pisces and Virgo, and we are going into the age of Aquarius and Leo. About 2,000 years ago, around the time of Jesus' birth, we began the age of Pisces and Virgo, which was the age of religious control. And in order to negate any karmic retributions, the ones at the top, the ones that pulled the strings, the ones that controlled the narrative, embedded this message into the story of Jesus. Allow me to explain how they did so. And I want you to keep this in mind. We are talking about the age of Pisces and Virgo. They say that Jesus was born of a virgin, Virgo, the virgin, in Bethlehem, which translates to house of bread. Virgo is always depicted as a young virgin woman carrying a basket of bread. That basket of bread always contains 5 loaves of bread in it. The symbol of Pisces is 2 fish. The most famous miracle Jesus ever did was feeding the crowd of 5,000 with 5 loaves and 2 fish. And the symbol of Christianity is the fish. And in the story of Jesus, the disciples asked him, "How long will you be with us?" He said, "Until the man comes out of his house carrying the pitcher of water. Follow that man back into his house." If someone is carrying a pitcher of water, they are a water bearer. Aquarius is the water bearer, which means the religious control lasts all the way up until the age of Aquarius. They put these messages into the story of Jesus so that they would receive no negative karma. Pisces is the zodiac sign that represents religion, spirituality, and everything unseen, while Virgo represents your day-to-day life and routines and attention to detail. So the ones at the top used religion to control your day-to-day life. They operated from a place unseen to manipulate your daily routines. But now we are in the transitional period from one age to another, transitioning from the age of Pisces and Virgo to the age of Aquarius and Leo. Everything you see going on in the world right now is quite literally the last gasp of religious control. Just because we are leaving the age of religious control does not mean that those at the top will not seek to gain control in the age of Aquarius as well. It'll just be in a different way. And they've already been laying the foundation. The divide between those that have and those that don't is about to become so much bigger. And the deciding factor of this will be whether or not you are prepared for what's coming in the age of Aquarius. So here's what you need to know about the age of Aquarius and Leo. Aquarius represents technology, AI, and the collective. Leo represents creativity, creation, and self. They're already using AI to replace people. They've given the collective these small little AI tools that you can play around with and create things with, but it will be your downfall, and it will be how they control you. AI has already gotten to the point where you can't tell what's real and what isn't, and they will be using AI technologies to keep you oppressed. In a couple of months, it will be getting a lot worse. The North Node will be moving into Aquarius, while the South Node will be moving into Leo. Jupiter will also be moving into Leo with the South Node. So what does this mean? Well, the South Node represents what you're comfortable with. Leo represents self. You will feel confident. You will feel like you are headed in the right direction. Jupiter being there is going to amplify that feeling. While the North Node is moving into Aquarius, technology and AI, which means that's the direction the collective is headed. And while this does have a profound effect on the entire collective, it will also have a profound effect on each individual person. And during that year and a half, while the North Node is in Aquarius and the South Node is in Leo, that's when you should be adjusting for the age of Aquarius, or you will be on the side of the have-nots instead of the side that has. And while the North Node is in Aquarius and the South Node and Jupiter are in Leo, we will also have Pluto in Aquarius, Uranus will be in Gemini, and Saturn and Neptune will be in Aries. This is an astrological configuration unlike anything humanity has seen in 9,000 years. The last time this happened, we were moving from hunter-gatherers to the age of civilization. We are standing right at the beginning of the dawn of a new age, and most of you will not be prepared. And instead of making that transition, you will be left behind and continue to be oppressed. So let's talk about what you need to know and what you need to do in order to be prepared for the age of Aquarius. This is where you need to know your birth chart. You need to know which of the 12 houses of astrology, where in your birth chart is Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, and Leo located. If you do not know that information, remember there is a free birth chart calculator on my profile. The house you have Aquarius in is going to tell you the area of your life that will lead you into the age of Aquarius once the North Node enters Aquarius. The house you have Leo in, you need to be careful of that aspect of your life because that will be the aspect of your life that holds you back if you're not careful. But you can utilize it to use that aspect of your life for luck, growth, and abundance. The house that you have Aries in is where you need to start laying the foundation that will lead you into the age of Aquarius, and the house you have Gemini in is going to be the area of your life where you need to utilize technologies that will lead you to success in the age of Aquarius. Like I said, I have a free birth chart calculator on my profile. And where you access that free birth chart calculator, I also have readings called the Bible of You and the All of You. And right now, both the Bible of You and All of You are coming with an Age of Aquarius reading, which will tell you what all this means for you and what you need to do in those areas of your life to prepare for the age of Aquarius. Both the Bible of You and All of You are massive packages of readings that I personally type out and email to you. Besides the free Age of Aquarius reading, both the Bible of You and All of You come with the most in-depth birth chart reading that you can get on the market right now. You'll get an accurate copy of your birth chart along with a detailed explanation of what every aspect of it means. What zodiac signs are in all 12 houses and what that means for you and your life, what planets, what asteroids, and what luminaries are in those zodiac signs and in those houses and what that means for you and your life. You will also get a full numerology reading explaining not just your day number and life path number, but also your soul urge number, maturity number, destiny number, expression number, day of the year number, personal year number, and all your personal month numbers. You'll get a full Chinese zodiac reading, which will explain all 4 of your Chinese zodiac elements and animals, along with a manifestation reading, which will tell you which type of manifestor you are out of the 144 different types, give you 11 detailed ways that you specifically manifest the fastest, along with 11 things that will keep you from manifesting. The difference between the Bible of You and the All of You is that the All of You contains 3 times more readings and 3 times more information. So all the readings I just named are 3 times bigger in the All of You, containing 3 times more information. The All of You also contains a soul's mission reading, which will tell you what your soul's mission is and the specific steps you need to take to complete it in this lifetime. The All of You contains a karmic debt reading, a love, romance, and relationship reading, a get that bag reading, which will tell you how you're meant to get wealthy in the age of Aquarius, according to numerology, astrology, and the Chinese zodiac. The All of You also contains an Astrology 101 course that I personally designed to teach you how to read and understand astrology the same way I do. Both of these readings can be found on my profile where you'll find the free birth chart calculator. If you do not want one of these packages of readings, I get it, I understand. Please go do your own research. Everyone needs to prepare for the age of Aquarius.
A lot of people don't know what the age of Aquarius is, so I just wanted to break that down. All right, so first thing, the age of Aquarius ain't just an astrological trend. It represents a mass shift. the planet moving from one frequency, Pisces, into another one, Aquarius. Pisces was the age of illusion, hierarchy, blind faith, systems built on secrecy and control. Aquarius, that's a rebellion, truth, technology, awakening, community, and divine accountability. But here's where it gets deep for black folks. Black people have always been the barometer of spiritual shifts. When the world changes spiritually, black people feel it first. We felt the shift before slavery ended. We felt the shift before civil rights movement hit big. We felt the shift before hip-hop reshaped global consciousness. Our intuition picks up frequency faster than any other institution. So when energy shifts from illusion to truth, we the first ones to start waking up, questioning everything, breaking out of conditioning, and remembering who the hell we are. Aquarius means exposure. Nothing hidden stays hidden. Aquarius governs revelation, transparency, technology, uprising, decentralization. And that's why right now in the government, you seeing corrupt institutions collapsing, government secrets leaking, leaders being exposed, spiritual warfare being talked about openly, and people using technology to bypass the old systems. In a black context, this is our roots waking up. Our ancestors are whispering again. Our institutions are louder than the news. Our dreams feel meaningful again. We remember in ourselves. And it's important to remember that Aquarius is collective power, not top-down power. For the last 2,000 years, whoever belonged to whoever sat at the top, king, church, president, institution, Aquarius flips that over. Power returns to the people, the collective. This is why black mutual aid groups are rising. Black healing circles are popping up. Black creators and thinkers are leading global conversations. Decentralizing movements are stronger than centralized leaders. It's not about one black messiah. It's all about us stepping into our own spiritual authority. Aquarius activates the mind, especially the black mind. Aquarius rules the mind. Intuition, air, electricity. That's why so many black people right now are meditating, doing breath work, leaving religion but getting closer to God. Learning about ancestors, diving into astrology, feeling different and new without knowing why. They becoming more sensitive to energy, seeing through lies instantly. The age is activating black minds because we're naturally tapped into the spirit. We've always been the bridge between the physical and the divine.
Let me tell y'all why this chapter feels so different this time. It's not just because you changed, it's because the age changed. We didn't just close a personal cycle, we moving into a whole new era. So welcome to the age of Aquarius. And no, this is not just about no astrology aesthetics. This is about the way energy moves now. The age of Aquarius is about truth, frequency, alignment, individuality, as well as collective awakening. Age of Aquarius is not rewarding silence no more. It's not rewarding self-betrayal. This show ain't gonna reward inauthenticity. Ain't no more pretending. This is why things are collapsing at a much more rapid rate. This is why avoidance ain't gonna work no more. Relationships, systems, beliefs that was built on illusions, they can't sustain no more. Everything and everyone has been exposed. And if they haven't been, they will be. As I'm gonna keep reminding y'all, this is still the 9-year energy, aka that snake medicine. Meaning illusions are still being shed. So people and or things are going to continue being exposed into what I like to call the spiritual new year, which is March 21st, 2026. Aquarian energy says you don't get to fake alignment no more. Either you are or you aren't. Ain't no in between. When we talk about the final chapter, this is not just the end of a story. This is the end of karmic looping. All of them damn illusions. End of unconscious loyalties and survival identities. It's also the end of doing things just because that's the way they always been done. It's a new day and age, literally. And the thing about it, the age of Aquarius is not very gentle when it comes to inauthenticity, but it is very generous when it comes to that truth. Now let's talk about the timing, because 2026 is the year 1, but it's also the year 10. Typically Typically in numerology, we don't count the zero. However, counting the zero right here and right now is very, very important. We moving out of them times where it was ego creation and we stepping into co-creation with source. What is the source code? 0. Year 1 says to initiate. Year 0 says to receive. Y'all know what that means? We are not forcing this next chapter. We are aligning with it. Now, I want y'all to pay close attention because a lot of y'all gifts gonna start coming back online right about now. What you thought went quiet was actually being recalibrated for this 10-year. Now, each element felt the 9-year real differently, so we gonna break it down. Fire signs learned that passion without alignment will burn your ass out. Y'all fire signs was taught discernment and not suppression, and because of that, the gifts that's coming back online for y'all, right action. Less talking, more doing. Our water signs was cracked open emotionally. You learn to feel without drowning. Y'all gift returning is intuition without the self-abandonment though. Our air signs, y'all was mentally exhausted but kind of on purpose. Y'all learned clarity through release. So your gift returning is perception but without all that damn overthinking. Our earth signs like myself, we had stability stripped when it was tied to obligation. Us earth signs learned sustainable creation. So our gift that's returning is long-term alignment. And this is why this ending feels final and why I call it the final chapter. Because the age of Aquarius ain't coming through recycling no lessons. It's going to upgrade that consciousness. If you've been feeling like this is really truly going to be a new cycle, like I feel like I can't go backwards. Well, you're not meant to. This is the final chapter of who you were surviving as. Also the final breath of who you becoming aligned to. So yeah, this final chapter feels different because it is different. A lot of y'all been planting seeds for years. Get ready for your harvest. Do not fall into that trap of this feels too good to be true. Be in flow. Don't self-sabotage. For a lot of us, we stepping into something so amazing. But this time when I say buckle up, I mean it in a great way. Y'all get in them comments and let me know your thoughts. Peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
I hope that was a good video, y'all. I hope y'all appreciated that video like I appreciated that video, because I appreciate hearing the stories that are untold of our ancestors. The stories of how they were fighting back to get our freedom. The stories of the fights that got us here today. You know what I mean? Because those fights played pivotal roles in the civil rights movement and all the movements that come today. Black Panther movement. Those fights and that fighting spirit is still in us today. You know what I mean? A lot of us just fight against each other, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? We so caught up fighting against each other, it's an issue. But you know, I don't know. But I hope you guys like that video. I hope you appreciate it like I did. It's been your boy Hendo. Like, comment, subscribe, hype this video up. We out.